actors dare not go, risking life and limb as the stuntmen of Hollywood movies. They both hail from Ottawa, which is great, and they both star in a wonderful movie called Immortal, which just topped the box office during its opening week. Joining us today are Alain Moussi and Andre Givogue. Yes, I got it right. Thank you. Great. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
So I just want to get started and ask you guys, this is not a typical occupation. It's not like, you're not a pharmacist, you're not a mailman, you guys are action men. You're stuntmen, you're a special fighting specialist. What is your title again?
On this movie, it's called Special Skills.
Special Skills, yeah, that's right. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. And so how did you guys get into this line of work?
Well, for me, I've been involved in martial arts for 20 years. And I guess one of my biggest motivations for training was to eventually get into movies. And I love performing, and the top-notch performers end up in movies. So after opening my martial arts school, I opened a martial arts school at Next Martial Arts in Orleans 7 years ago. And I've been training on independent projects for a while. One of my friends from Montreal got into the stunt team called the On-Set Stunts Action Team. And the leader of this team, his name is Jean Frenette. He's one coordinator in Canada, and he was the fight coordinator for the movie. They called me in to audition for the film. I got into the team, and then I was a good physical match for the lead actor Henry Cavill, and I got it.
You were basically handpicked, because they already had somebody, and then they got rid of them, and you ended up with the position. Is that right?
More or less. Where the story is, we did have somebody that had doubled Henry before in a previous film. However, he was not a martial artist.
Okay.
And what they were looking for is somebody that could do all the fights and also all the falls and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, my specialty is martial arts. My specialty is fighting. And that being said, once we got into the film and they saw the complexity of the scenes, they decided that I was the best person for that role.
Very cool.
Well, congratulations. And Andre, what about you?
Well, I got started, as you know, I was here last year for Evil, so I went on the independent scene. As myself, I have a background in martial arts, and again, we're trying to make independent movies, trying to make it big, and eventually, when these guys were able to get in, they put in a good word. When they were needing more people to fill in the scenes, that's when they called us in for our auditions, and we went in and were able to get the parts.
Well, let's talk about some of the things you had to do, Alain. What were some of the stunts you had to do on the set?
Well, I mean, there was different stuff. I mean, a lot of falls. Any falls that the hero character had to do, I was doing. So one of the fun ones was we had the scene where we run down the ramp, and we were T-boned blind. Right. So it was kind of complex because the way we have to run down, they have to hit us when they don't really know when we're coming. They just kind of count their heads, 1, 2, 3, boom, and they go out. When you're falling, because you're running, you're going on an angle, there's a fire in the bottom of the pit. So we have to kind of not look, because you're in the action.
Right.
When you fall, you kind of stay conscious of where you're falling because there's a fire there. You don't want to fall in the fire. Plus, we're holding weapons, and there's two of us about a foot apart.
Right.
So we can't fall on each other because then we're going to impale each other.
Yeah.
So, that's important not to do.
Yeah. So I mean, that was a complex one. But then there's this huge scene in the tunnel where Andre and I were both there, and this huge war scene where there's these complex lines where Theseus, the hero character, goes in and kills a whole bunch of people, and
just makes his way through the tunnel.
Yeah, and one of the challenges for me within that was the fact that when we rehearsed, we had let's say I'm killing 20 guys, and I see their faces, so I know John's there, Darren is there, and then it's Max, and then so that was my order. When you see the film, you see the bad guys all have the same dress, the same wardrobe. So when you're killing people now, there's all the stunt guys coming up, and then you have all the special skills running past that. So you just have 100 guys running at you, and you're like, which one do I kill?
Right.
Because you got to keep that
really
order, right?
So did you ever knock Andre out by accident?
No, honestly, there was not many things.
Yeah, no.
It was, and I think the fact that we were so prepared. I mean, we spent in the core team, we spent 8 weeks. We were doing 8-hour days, 5 days a week of just rehearsals. And then we had our weight training and all that kind of stuff, but we also had all our choreography rehearsals. So we were so prepared that when we got on set, we shot, I think the tunnel scene that we shot, we had 3 weeks.
Yeah, about 3 weeks. 3 weeks, and average day is about 14.5 hours a day. And the longest day was 18.5 for that tunnel scene.
But the things we were able to accomplish within that time frame, within 3 weeks, is something that might have taken us normally five to six.
Right.
So because we're so prepared.
Now, you guys must have had to take some time to recuperate as well. You must have hung out a lot with the cast. This is a pretty big cast. There's Henry Cavill. There's Frida Pinto, who I love. You guys must have also been quite fond of her as well. Did you guys get to hang out with her?
Yeah. Like, well, all the guys that did the action, they were training with the stunt guys. So I mean, we hung out all the time with Henry, with Luke Evans. Joseph Morgan is great. You know, he's on Vampire Diaries now, but great guy. So we hung out with all of them, and I got to meet Frida Pinto. Frida Pinto is awesome, very, very nice.
I think we have a picture of you.
Yeah,
guys,
we do.
actually.
Let's have a look at the picture.
Yeah, that's us on set.
Yeah, that's us, exactly.
There you go.
You guys are huge.
Well, during the prep week, that's what they were doing full time, just training and working out, and all the core team members, they were followed by nutritionists, and they got all buffed up, and it was amazing. Like, see, like, our friends just like, whoa, they went from, like, average build to super built, and super ripped and cut.
Good time.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like a fantastic movie. I still have to check it out. I've seen all the trailers, and I think that, I love action, so I think it's going to be fantastic. It's been getting some pretty good reviews as well, so.
One of my friends saw it and he said, "It's the most beautiful violence I've ever seen on screen." Because Tarzan saying the director is so artistic, and the way he shot it and what you see visually is just incredible. So I mean, definitely worth it.
No kidding.
Totally worth it.
Thank you both so much for joining us today. What a great occupation. What a great job.
I know. Something I couldn't do. That's why they hire guys like this. Look at these buff guys.
Okay, well, coming up, we'll be in the kitchen with Heather Garrett. She's going to be teaching us some healthy tips for the holidays.